When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof, like aloe or skins, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. With Shop Pay, that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts are going abandoned and way more sales happening. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whatever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Skins uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
I'm here on a job site with Tim, who owns his own electrical contracting business.
3 employees and 2 work trucks.
Tim traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance. We're positively here where he needs us most.
They sure are.
With step-by-step help on all his insurance needs, all for shockingly low rates.
Shockingly low, huh?
It's just a little bit of electrician humour. Do you get it?
I got it.
You know, it feels like we have a real connection. All right, I'll stop.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. Get more with Geico.
Welcome to Heaving Bosoms, the podcast where 2 best friends recap romance novels while gifting each other alien sapphic romps and glorying in the chaos.
Gonna love what we love, do it out loud. Stack our shelves with the clinches out. Shout it from the rooftop, can you hear the sound? Yeah. Live your best life, love it
Mark
out
your
loud.
calendars for
Love it out
Friday
loud.
evening, November 21st, because that's when we're having our monthly watch party over on Patreon. And this week on Patreon and our Apple Podcast subscription, Sabrina is telling us about the rest of the books in this Ivy Knox series, Aliens of Allura. There's gold boys and humans and blue boys and dream apparitions, and it's wonderful. Our patrons are the wind beneath the wings of Heaving Bosoms, and we're so thankful for them. We've got some specific cuties to shout out right now, so thank you for supporting us. Rachel West, Wink and the Gun, hey Adam. Andrea W, Rachel W, Wink and the Gun, hey Adam. Andrea W, Cassie A, SB, Kelly B, and Andre D. If you're looking for more of our ridiculousness or just want to support our little independent endeavor, you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts or on our Patreon. Patreon also has early and ad-free episodes that come all at once, live virtual events, and way more. Right now, actually, Patreon is offering gift subscriptions as well. So that would be a wonderful holiday gift for an HB bestie. That's patreon.com/Heaving Bosoms podcast. All right, today we're back in our alien happy place, okay? Here's part 1 of our recap of Enchanting Her Mate by Ivy Knox.
Hey, listener.
Sabrina.
Oh, hi, Melody.
Oh,
I'm so excited. I have to talk to listener. Hey,
Oh,
listener.
I'll just be over here. I'll just mute myself. It's fine.
Yeah, just hang out over there for a second. Listener, Melody gave me a early Christmas present this year because I've been super busy with my trip to Minnesota, and then almost immediately one of my really good friends came to visit me in Louisiana. And so I've been really busy, and we were trying to figure out like our schedules, playing catch up, because I've been basically on trips / enabling trips for the last month straight, basically.
And it was very necessary for Sabrina.
It was so recharging. It was beautiful and perfect.
Yeah.
But Melody goes, hey, didn't you talk about lesbian aliens recently to me? And I was like, I sure fucking did.
Didn't you mention that on your journey between finding a lesbian romp and loving aliens all the time, you found something that kind of blended the two?
It blended the two? Oh, yeah. It was beautiful and wonderful and perfect. Oh, my God, you're right.
Yeah.
This is exactly the fucking lesbian romp shit that I'm looking for.
Absolutely.
It was the same vibes as the rest of the series, which were all hetero.
Yeah, plus cool alien shit like mechanical fucking tongues, okay?
Oh my God, Melody.
Oh my God. And then the fucking, I wasn't ready for the magic. Sabrina, I have so many questions. Listener, hold on. Look, because she knows my brain, I don't mind having questions while I'm reading, especially if it's a book that I know I'm going to talk to somebody about, right? So we're jumping in at the 6th book. This is book 6. And I think because it's book 6, like, the author, this is going to sound negative, but it's not, okay? The author doesn't do a super wonderful, hugely specific job about making it a standalone, for sure, you know?
Yes.
Like, there's a lot of people reference. There's a lot of, like, oh, you know, we have to go back to the witch camp, ? Village. Alien, no, not dragon, but gold, and not human, but also there's humans. So, like, there's a lot.
Well, so I will say, just for context, this is a 6-book series, and then they're fairly short. Like, some of them are 200. Like, I wish more authors did this, frankly. And I know that traditional publishing is not innate, like, a good
vehicle for that.
Like, vehicle for this, but like, the character, like, there's different size books. Like, some of the books are 130 pages, some of them are 250. It depends on what the couple needs, and it's not because there's novellas or like a shoot-off series or blah blah blah. It's just because that's what makes sense for the story. And like, or like, I very rarely, I think that the only one I can think of directly off the top of my head that flirts between het romance and any kind of queer romance, just off the top of my head, is the Alexandra Vasti series that we're looking at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, especially, there's a lot of series where it'll be het and MM.
Sure.
But so rarely is it het and then sapphic. And now we've had 2 in a row. Yeah. Essentially, as far as like the pod timeline is concerned. Like, oh my goodness. And it's just fun. I know, like, especially because so listener, just like full disclosure right now, I'm about to answer some Melody questions and things like that.
She's going to give us a short world overview.
Yes.
Yeah. But on Patreon, she's giving us quickies on the rest of the books.
Yes. But anyway, so...
Oh, wait. So I'm sorry. Really quick, it pinged off my brain. I think the another author that I can think about doing that is Ruby Dixon. A lot of times her books are the length that her characters need. Yeah. Like the Rizdiverse, there are some that are like 90 pages, and then When She Purrs is like 400 or something bananas.
Oh, I should reread.
I fucking love When She Purrs.
When She Purrs. I should also reread When She Dances.
Ooh, I love When She Dances.
What's the one with Asteroid Boy? I should also do a reread of...
When he's depressed. I don't remember what.
He's an angry, depressed hermit.
When he's experiencing chronic pain.
Yeah, when he's a hermit and she's a sunshine angel from afar. But also, way too close, you're burning me with your sunlight.
Ooh.
Are we overdue?
Yeah, Jarek's book.
Are we overdue for Jarek? I love
That's his
that.
name, listener.
I love that surly bastard.
Oh my
so
God. And he's the one who has the fucking greenhouse. The fuck off greenhouse in the middle of the goddamn spaceship.
Yeah, that her little critter keeps using as a litter toilet.
That is a reasonable thing to do. I'm sorry it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a gardener, reasonable.
Hey, guess what? You're gonna need to build that big motherfucker and all of its soon to be babies a brand new greenhouse, Jarek, because otherwise.
Oh God, please.
Anyway, are we overdue for a Ristiverse update
I
on
think
Patreon?
probably, yeah.
I'll have to go look at how many books have come out since we did that, and we might need to
I've also been reading the clone
Ristiverse,
ones too.
Yeah, I've read
I'm
those
not
caught
clone
up.
ones.
I've only read the first clone one. I think that we're overdue for a Ruby Dixon extravaganza. It's been like I think it's been like a year and a half, which means there's probably like 15 new books out.
Yeah, and I'll be able to contribute a bit too, so that's fun.
All right,
Woot.
I'll have to look at that. Maybe we'll go down a we'll go down a little
A
thing.
Dixon
Anyway.
hole, Sabrina?
Hell yeah. Welcome to October, the month of Dixon holes.
Ew.
That was a pun.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure if you did. Anyway.
My brain did clock it. Pretty good.
Wow.
Check me out.
Maybe did we ever decide on our hashtag for this fiscal year? Is it like maybe it should be like
intentionally punning in 2026?
Intentional punning, or like even just like pun awareness in 2026. Like, hey, that's a pun! Exclamation point in 2026.
Oh, why is the bar so low? You know what I mean?
Hey, look.
Look.
Okay.
Some brains are different. Okay.
Look.
Everybody, you can cool it.
Look.
With your expectations.
You don't need to at us. Okay?
Yeah. Come on.
We know. Anyway, okay, so do you have any specific questions that will help me?
Okay, so I clocked 3 species, sort of. One are like genetically modified, sort of like the
Beyond
gladiators of... What?
3 species beyond other than human?
No, okay, so I clocked 2 species other than human, sorry. I did. In this book, there was the humans, there was the blue boys who were like genetically, they were lab created.
Drexilios.
Sure, I don't know what that means. Yeah, they're dragon shifters, and then they're also blue and horned. So they're like ice planet dragon shifters.
From the planet Sufio.
Sure. And each of them was genetically modified to not have a my understanding is like a survival trait. Like she doesn't have fear. Another one doesn't have empathy. That's got to be a ride of a book. Another one, each one of them doesn't have something intentionally. And I don't know why. Like, what were they making them for?
Okay, that helps pretty significantly. Okay, we'll just start from the beginning. So the story here is it starts book 1, we're in book 6, and there are 3 species.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Because there's also those gold wizards.
Yes, but they're technically the same species.
Shut your fucking mouth. What? As who? Drexilios?
No.
Draximundos?
No. Draximundos? No, from the same ones from the planet that... Oh my god, you don't even have that clarity. Okay. So
no.
Wow, this is a lot. Wow, this book must have just been, you're like, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but
I don't know. I met a bird. I like the bird.
I like this lesbian sex. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Okay,
there was a jungle that was really neat.
There is. Okay, so the really quickest thing ever is we, in the very first book, we meet Chloe, I think is her name.
Okay.
And she wakes up, she has a really bad breakup, and then she wakes up in an auction house. Surprise, surprise, that's pretty common, right? And then, as far as alien abduction romance is concerned.
So she's been abducted to be trafficked.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She is in basically a zoo cage, animal creature cage with 2 other humans. They end up going through auction thing, and the hero in the first book immediately clocks her as his Inara, which is his mate.
Yes,
And
fated
that
mate
is-
usually only applied to heterosexual relationships.
Yes. And he is originally from Allura, the planet Allura. I can't remember if they have a specific species now. I'm going to call them Alluran, right?
Okay.
They're just your typical Alluran warrior dude. And
these are the gold witches?
No. The
No.
gold witches are also Alluran, but
Okay.
not every... The gold witches are Hexians, and not...
Yes.
So every Hexian is Alluran.
Yeah, but not all Allurans
Not
are
every
Hexians.
Alluran, yes.
Are they
And
also
so-
gold?
Gold?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
All of gold skin and pointy teeth. I don't know. Melody, why would you ask me such a specific... I don't know. All I care about are Blue Dragon Boys, because that's what the series... There's a spin-off series that gets mentioned in passing as a potential thing. And let me tell you, when I read that book, I'll tell you about it in Patreon. This might turn into a two-party or two Patreon bullshit.
A 2-week event? Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, so the Allurians, he is a exiled prince. It's the whole thing where their planet, there was a virus, and like the science behind it was really cool, actually. It was whimsy just enough, but basically a bunch of their women died, unsurprisingly, because that's just how it goes. And
Yeah, gotta. Uh-huh.
Yeah, like God forbid.
You gotta have a lack of
Yeah.
females.
Lack of females.
Yes.
Because like, where else are you gonna get a plot, you know?
Come on.
And it was literally just an accident. It was that some from another world visited their world, and it turns out something that doesn't make them sick makes the Allurians
It's a
really,
smallpox
really sick.
blanket,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Oh my god, it is a smallpox blanket, except with a lot less
intentional
colonization.
Yeah. That's fair.
Lot less manifest destiny.
Quite.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
Here for the Lowe's early Black Friday deals? You're right on time for some of our biggest savings. We're talking up to 50% off select major appliances, plus up to an extra 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. Holiday lights going up soon? Select ladders are up to 50% off right now. Get Black Friday prices without the Black Friday crowds. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 11/19. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Hello, I'm here during the lunch rush with Janice, who owns her own food truck.
Best cheesesteaks in town.
Janice traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for her food truck business. We're here where she needs us most.
They sure are.
We make it so easy for her to save, with customised coverage that grows with her business. Sorry, I just get so emotional talking about saving folks money.
Not this onion I'm chopping?
It's just so beautiful. Oh yeah, no, it's the onion.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. Get more with Geico.
But anyway, so they lost all their women. His dad, when he lost his mate, lost his fucking mind, the king, and ended up exiling him because of a bunch of stuff. And so he left.
Oh, he's a prince?
Yes. With a ton of his a ton of his besties and people that he thought would help. They went to, oh my god, no, the planet they're on is Allura. I don't remember where they're from. It doesn't matter.
I don't
They
care.
live on Allura now.
Yeah.
Well, especially because we stay on this planet, as you know in this book 6. They don't live on the original planet, because when he went back, they were like, all right, are you ready to step in as king? And he's like, I don't want to do that. You know who would be better suited for that, actually, is
my
gonna be
sister.
her. No, not his sister. Actually one of the characters' sisters.
Sure.
In one of the other books or something like that.
Okay. We can whimsy harder.
Yeah, we're going to whimsy hard on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's basically it, is the auction things. And then that same auction asshole, he could tell that it was going to upset her not to bring the other 2 humans with her. So he ends up like fucking going hard on the money that they have available, buys all 3 of them. And then the others are when that asshole comes to get them in that book or one of the other books. they find more humans, and that's how the humans get there. So they don't actively bring humans from Earth. They save them from the blah, blah, blah. And then this book, as you well know, is no humans.
Yeah, no humans. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so in one of the, I think it's like the third book maybe, we meet the first Drexilio, and it's a whole plot point from the beginning of the series that there is some creature, and they think one of the girls, Kate, is crazy because she keeps talking about like she can't sleep. She keeps seeing this guy in her dreams. It's a whole thing. Turns out it's the Drexilio dude.
Because she's his Inara.
Yes, they don't have mates really though. So to answer your question, we'll hop onto that, is there are 4 siblings, which like good for you, Ivy Knox, making the one random book a sapphic instead of one of the easy het dragon boys.
Sure.
Like, oh my god, yes, give me that lesbian dragon babe.
Why were they created in a lab, Sabrina? Focus!
So on Sufio, they are basically genetically modified and built, like grown in test tubes to be the perfect assassin warriors for the king of that planet.
Oh, when he went Banana Town?
No, different planet.
No,
They've never seen Drexilio. They're like a rumor in space that they even exist.
Ooh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
and so when these guys meet the Drexilio people in this series, they're like, oh, you're real. And you're real scary.
Yeah, meeting them regardless would be jarring, but...
It would be like us meeting a fucking vampire king IRL. We're like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, if the vampire then shifted into a building-sized creature.
Okay,
like, that's bananas.
I'm so sorry. It'd be like us meeting a dragon shifter IRL. Where we're like, we thought you were a rumor.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
We thought you were fiction.
Mm-hmm. You were the scary story that we told our children at night so that they stayed in bed. So finding out that you're real is a little jarring. Please don't
Why
hurt
do they come to this planet?
They're exiled to this planet. So they have something attached to their heart that if they leave this atmosphere, they get exploded into smithereens.
Yeah, they have a killer pacemaker.
Yes. Because they basically got decommissioned as assassins. So they were group 1 as a test to make like the perfect assassin for the king of Sufio, or like the leader of Sufio or whatever. And so one of the guys, the first one, he is without empathy. He has the book. Then there is this book with Alu, who is born without, or like created without fear.
Yeah.
One of the guys is created without awe.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
What a fucking asshole. I love him.
Does that translate to just like him never being impressed by anything?
Mm-hmm.
What a dick.
And so basically you can't corrupt him with, that was the idea, was you cannot sway him by giving him something he really wants, because he doesn't really want anything.
Sure.
And then this one's fucked up. The final brother, he was born without trust. He doesn't trust anybody.
That was a mean one. When I read that, I was like, oh no.
Ivy Knox, if you are listening, I am officially on your bandwagon. And if you want to give us those Drexilio, and like, maybe she has. I haven't read all of her books yet. I'm only on her second series.
Wait, that brother doesn't have a book yet that you read?
Mm-mm.
The Trust Brother?
Mm-mm. Or the
balls.
Awe Brother.
What?
Yeah. Which is why I'm like, hey girl. But the spin-off series that I'm actually on the last book now is we'll talk about it more on Patreon, but essentially it is based on an offhand comment about what led. So it is a series spinoff that is based on the reason that they're exiled, and it's because they helped a group of their fellow, because there's different sets of them. They were considered failures, so they essentially got retired.
Yeah, they got put out to pasture with killer pacemakers. That's
well,
fucked.
The killer pacemakers is not because they were decommissioned. The pacemakers are because of what they did. All of these pods, we'll call like each generation of them, or like each set of them as a pod. Each one of them has a different thing that they tested because they decided that removing those things from these people, these Drexilios, was a failure. So the next time they tried getting rid of this or that, or they messed with their genetics so that they can change color, or they messed with their genetics, so all those kinds of things. Well, one of the pods had the ability to essentially shapeshift like what they look like. They still keep a humanoid form, but they can make themselves look like the people of wherever they are.
Terrifying.
And all of them are so sad because all of them are basically treated like creatures created in a lab, which they are, but it doesn't change the fact that they're people.
They're individuals.
So they funded a whole thing to send that pod that can shapeshift like that to look more like the people of wherever they are to Earth. The reason it got found out is because it goes bad and they end up dying before reaching Earth. Oh! Which is how the Sophia people find out they did that, and then they're like, you're dangerous, and exiled them to this planet with killer pacemakers, so now they can't leave planet. And that's how they've ended up on this planet now.
But the spin-off series is that they didn't actually die?
They didn't actually die. It was a trick. They landed in Boston.
Oh, nice.
And then they moved to New Hampshire.
Okay.
And there's like there's a prologue where the first guy meets his mate, because that's the thing is these Sophians, these Drexilios, were told from creation, that they don't have mates. Their people do have mates, but they don't because they're scientific.
Sure.
They're Frankensteins.
Yeah, they wouldn't want them to have mates.
Yes, because it makes it something more important to them than protecting their king.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, guess what? That's not true. So then instead they put a fail-safe in the next couple of generations of these, medical lab Sophilios, Drexilios or whatever, that when they meet their mate, their eyes go red, like the whole thing.
So they can be terminated?
So that the handlers know and they can do something about it.
Mimi
but they've been told
heads.
their whole life that they don't have mates and that they're like worthless, blah, 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 blah. And so it's a whole thing. It's pretty fucked up. But anyway, they start meeting their little matey mates. And so they start using the term Inara because that's the term used on this planet.
Yeah.
With the humans. But guess what? It's not just humans because we have two aliens in this one.
Yeah. So when we open up, we've got a golden witch who is like too powerful. She's doing a big Miss Marvel, but she doesn't have any control over her powers, she thinks. And then there's she's part of like a,
as far as the Hexians are concerned, she's only 250 or 300 or something like that. Maybe
no, she's 500 right now.
Yes, you're right, because Joe's 500 and Alu's like 300 years old. Yes.
So my understanding is she's part of a coven that like is on a commune, a witchy commune, and there's a leader. And so she and this really manipulative dude witch made an agreement that he would be the prime and they wouldn't tell anyone that she was actually more powerful.
Yes, and this was decided when they left the old planet, because it's not the many years that they've been on this planet. It's been 5 years. Their original planet thought they were all dead. And because he basically staged an escape where he brought, himself, some of his trusted people, and people who can help create a new life with him. And these are the witches that came with him.
Got it.
And so when they first came to this planet, she was uncertain. So she made this agreement with this dude.
Well, and I also think my interpretation of it is that he sort of sabotaged her in a battle. Like she was doing a really powerful fireball spell or something like that. And when she went to throw it, he pushed her. And so her aim went off and it hit a member of their coven. And then she got super blamed for it. And she also internalized all that blame. And so she was like, until I can get a handle on my powers, that's an extra good reason for you to be prime and me to sit the fuck down. Or actually leave. She gets exiled,
kind of similar, because Healing His Mate is the book before this one. That is the one where the main woman, who they're both Elurians, the gold boys, but not witches. That's her book about healing. You would like it. There's some creature fun in there. They adopt a puppy together, basically, except it's a puppy with like 9 eyes and 15-foot teeth.
Sure.
Anyway, it pees everywhere. They also basically do shrooms. It's hysterical. It was so much fun. Anyway, the fireball thing is very new. It was an agreement coming here because the guy in charge, Tippik, he is just a more naturally confident, because he's essentially a cishet white man.
He's a fuckwad. I hate him. He's a fuckwad, is all he is. He's a douche canoe.
But when like they didn't have very many people, she knew that they needed someone who they could gather behind. She wasn't confident in her powers when they first got here. And so she made an agreement with him, like, I won't challenge you. We both know that I would win, but I won't challenge you for Prime because you are a better figurehead for everyone to rally around. Plus, if somebody comes to us with issues or things like that, like, I mean, it's still a patriarchal bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. So, yes. So she's basically... And then he took it and used this against her and was like, yeah, we're just gonna fucking shut you down. And now you are dangerous and fuck you, even though it's your fault that chick from book 5 got her memory obliterated.
Yeah, this was wild. What
a fucking dickhole. Tippik, you're an asshole.
Yeah, I'm also... this was a moment where I was a little bit, like, disappointed in the heroine, and I know that's unfair, but I was just like, it's such blatant and obvious manipulation. The fuck are you doing? Like, why? What's happening over there?
I mean, I really think it's just 500 years of being told that you're nothing.
Yeah.
She just doesn't have the confidence to stand up and be like, that's not right, though. That's not true. I'm not nothing.
That's fair.
I'm something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we wake up. Zach, Melody, and I wake up. And Joe has moved into the caves with Kate and Nero. And that's book 3. That's when we first meet the Drexilios. Nero is the first Drexilio that we meet. He's the one without empathy. And she just needs some time away from the clan because she thinks that they hate her partly, and she doesn't want to be dangerous around them. She's worried about all of these things.
It's also like kind of a suffocating environment because of Tippik, although I don't think that she knows how to verbalize that yet.
Agreed.
But she's very much under his metaphorical boot in the house. And so, yeah, she's in this cave system with one of the Drexilio boys. And like every once in a while, this really hot sister comes to have dinner.
Very importantly, there's a scene in one of the books, I don't remember which one, where you see Joe and Alu at like some party
there's like a hand
gathering,
under
like
dinner
talking,
under the table.
Yeah, like talking off in the distance. And I read that and I was like, oh, that's cute. They're going to end up together in the background.
Yeah.
Boom, we get
It's
book.
mentioned in this book, that moment. I was like, oh, that must have been really cute in a former book.
And I literally, when I read that book, I had the thought of, oh, that's really cute. We get some sapphic side characters. No, bitch, we get some sapphic main characters. Take a fucking seat. Ivy Knox said, I heard you.
Yeah.
I heard you.
I heard you and I love you.
In your soul. And Miss Knox, thank you. Mix Knox, Mr. I don't know, whatever. I haven't done that much research.
I like Mix Knox. It's cute.
It is
Mix Knox.
Have you heard that mix as the gender neutral for Mr.
No,
Miss,
I haven't actually.
Mix MX.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Whenever I need to send roses that are guaranteed to make someone's day, the only place I trust is 1-800-Flowers.com. With 1-800-Flowers, my friends and family always receive stunning, high-quality bouquets that they absolutely love. Right now, when you buy a dozen multicolored roses, 1-800-Flowers will double your bouquet to 2 dozen roses. To claim this special double roses offer, go to 1-800-Flowers.com/WWO. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/WWO.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
Here for the Lowe's early Black Friday deals? You're right on time for some of our biggest savings. We're talking up to 50% off select major appliances, plus up to an extra 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. Holiday lights going up soon? Select ladders are up to 50% off right now. Get Black Friday prices without the Black Friday crowds. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 11/19. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Anyway, so she's living there with them right now, and every once in a while Luke comes by for dinner. And this night Kate has access to like some fancy like clothing machine that Nero has, because like, to be clear, these Drexilio peeps are loaded. Like, they might be stuck on this planet, but they have so much fucking money from fighting in gladiator pits before they got exiled.
Yeah.
That like, if they need something, they just tell their bitch friend, their bitch. But
yeah, their bitch
like,
friend. No, I hear you.
Well, no, I don't like that. They tell their traitor friend.
Okay.
Their traitor bitch. No, they tell her like, hey, we need blah blah blah, and so she will, look into finding it for them.
Got it.
And I need you to know, Melody, that there's a very clear backplot or like subplot that has been going on. We see a little bit of it in one of the books where this traitor person and the one without awe are into each other, and it's weird. And I'm like, I need your
yes,
please, ASAP. But anyway, so he has like a fancy like seamstress whatever machine. Joe is wearing a dress that Kate made for her, and she is smoking.
I mean, and she's normally like really timid. And so Alu walks in and sees her in this dress that she's like pretty uncomfortable in because she never shows skin. And it's like sleeveless. I think it's got a cutout in like the boob, under the boob region. I think like there's a whole thing.
It's got one strap and like goes across, and there's a cutout, and it's like, I don't know what color it is, but it's definitely not her normal thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, but also because like she's very, so she's just described as childlike in a lot of the books, and it's because she's very small. Well, like not in this one, because she's now the romance.
She was never. Yeah. She was never
like,
referred to like
books,
that.
Like they think that she's a child, and like until we find out that she's
teensy.
not, because she's very teensy. She's not like super developed in the classically feminine sense. Okay, like she's just.
Oh yeah, because listener, she immediately clocks Alu's bazongas. All right. Alu is like built like a brick shithouse, and she's tall and she's strong, and she's got this hourglass figure that's just like mouth melting for Joe.
She's also like just muscles for days because she's a fucking badass warrior.
Yeah. And she's also like brash in temperament too, which is really cool for Joe.
Well, yeah, because she doesn't have fear. And
exactly.
She just says it. And it's not fear in the typical sense you and I would think of, where it's like, oh, I'm not afraid of heights. So I'm not. It's just, she just does not clock that there could be. It's not just fear. It's also she doesn't have anxiety. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
What is anxiety? Because like that anxiety
she's not worried about anything. Oh my God, what a life.
She's not afraid of anything.
Jesus.
Can't relate.
What a fucking life.
Can't relate.
I'm in the middle of trying to write an email, and I've had a really hard time sending it for like a month.
This is, you know what, Melody? I love you so much.
Anyway.
Sometimes you have me have a I've never felt more seen moment. Listener, I need you to know that this bitch sent me a fucking video on Instagram last night.
I think it's gonna be my lady love. I don't know. Because there's a story behind it.
I support it. I can't wait for this.
There's a story.
But I feel like you need to put the link in the show notes, listener.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Melody, because like there are so many times where Melody and I are like, hey, we need to talk about blah, blah, blah. And then immediately we send that and then we go, and then we give like a clarifying quick summary because both of us are there. I cannot tell you how many times, listener, one of us has sent a text message like that. And then less than 5 minutes later, the other person is called and been like, no. I at least need to know like the gist of what it is that you need to talk about. Like, are we breaking up?
It's the phrase, I need to talk to you about something later. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's rude.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
So anyway,
the other one I sent you was going to be my lady love. But yes. Anyway, go ahead.
The other one you sent me.
Bitch.
I thought I watched both of them last night.
You did. And you said I would.
Responded.
You said I would unironically listen to them.
Oh my God.
Don't say more. Don't say more. But yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so it's dinner time, and Jabaki, that's her full name.
Mm.
She gets called Jo a lot throughout the story. Alu just randomly shows up for dinner. Also, like, Nero's definitely like the tired older brother of these Facilio peeps. Because like Alu shows up and he's just like, okay.
Big mad.
Mm-hmm, but also, like, he has empty nest syndrome because he's taking care of them their whole lives. Like, he was quote-unquote the firstborn. And so he's like, I can't believe Alu is here. But also at the same time, he's like, your bedroom is unchanged.
Totally ready. He seems very long-suffering, which is very cute.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Melody, his book is so fun. I think you should just read the series. It is a really fun little...
Yeah. I really liked
romp.
it.
Are there audiobooks? Was this an audiobook or did you have
No,
to
I read it.
this?
I eyeballed it. That's the main reason I had to delay this again.
Easier?
Yeah, of course. Please don't give me credit for that.
Listener, this is a double Christmas present. Melody's got me 2 presents this year. One is giving me lesbian aliens, and 2 is reading it with sacrificing by eyeball reading for me.
I love you that you allow my bar to be so low. Thank you,
Melody. It's only because you let my bar be just as low. And we did. This is a mutually beneficial relationship.
It's true.
That we have.
It's true.
So Alu rolls in and is like, "Hey, what's up? I'm here for dinner." And Nero's like, "Ugh." And then Alu sees Jo and is like,
"Bum-ba-da-bum-bow.
You look exquisite."
Yeah, you look stunning. Oh my God.
And Jabaki's like, oh.
Yeah, because they're very obviously mutually into each other. And it seems like both of them know that they're mutually into each other from the start. And it makes sense later on when Jo talks about like holding hands under the table and stuff like that. But walking into this book cold, I loved that it was written in a way where like it's obvious that it's on TM from the start, except it's going to take a while to get there, if that makes sense.
Jo is uncertain of herself.
Yes,
Jo's
of
like
course.
not sure of herself. She's like, am I picking up what Alu is putting down? Meanwhile, Alu is like, how do I express the fact that I want to be buried nose deep in Jo's pussy without scaring Jo off? Because I don't feel fear, but Jo very clearly feels a lot of fear.
Exactly.
So, like...
Yeah, not to mention that, like, I also loved this because while Alu doesn't feel fear, it doesn't mean that she doesn't have insecurities. So her deal is that she has never been, like, taken seriously by her brothers. And so she, kind of feels like the only thing she can offer is physical/fun. And then B, she doesn't know how to present herself as a serious option or if she could even be a serious option for anyone.
Yeah, she's just a no strings attached fun fling forever and ever. Like, is that enough? It's not enough for her, but also, like, if that's all she can get.
Yeah. And should she expect more because even her family treats her that way?
Oh my God, they treat her like the dumb little sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh,
So anyway, so they have this dinner. And then all of a sudden, Alu is like, did I tell you my bird is sick? You remember that bird that everybody hates? And they're like, yeah, why do you little wild animals sleep in your house? And Alu's like, he's my friend,
Nero?
cool it.
Nero is such a tidy little, I hate the term neat freak. What's the better version? Like, he's a little anal retentive about a tidy space. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. And Alu is not.
Well, yeah, but even if, like, I am not a neat freak or a tidy person, but I also will not allow a bird to shit all over my house voluntarily. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, hang on, though. It's not like there's not bird shit all over Alu's house. Matt goes outside to poop.
Nope, I'm sorry. There is a line in that book that says he has a room dedicated in this little jungle cabin, and it is covered in bird shit.
Oh, well, that's his room. Then
No. Who? I'm sorry. Is he gonna go up in there with a sweeper upper into thingy? No, I don't think so.
Well, Alu is fearless, so Alu's not going to be scared by a little bird shit. I would
Sure,
be
but she still has, like, a working olfactory system.
Okay. Okay, so she'll just, like, when it's too much, she'll just get naked and fucking bodily launch herself off into a smelly good forest?
Oh my God. So I'm so sorry, listener. It's Halloween today because we're a little behind on recording schedule. And last year, the kids, like, were very excited about doing pumpkins, like carving pumpkins. And then the moment that they opened and my kids experienced the smell of pumpkin guts for the first time, they were like, oh, fuck that. Absolutely not. And they immediately left the room. And, like, luckily they had, like, drawn what they wanted to do on their pumpkin because I just sat there.
I like the smell of pumpkin.
I do, too. Yeah. But both my kids were like, absolutely not.
Olfactory and visual, because I will say, texturally.
It's a slimy fucker.
It's a... Yeah. It's been a long time since I carved a pumpkin, and it's because I've come to accept that there are just some textures I'm not really interested in shoving my hands into. And very rarely is pumpkin guts one that I am willingly going to embrace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So last year I just carved their pumpkins for them. And, like,
so cute.
Normally, like, I would still do the carving because they're small and it's knives. But, you know, I was hoping that they would, like, gut their pumpkins or whatever, you know? Meanwhile, these fuckers love eating roasted pumpkin seeds. And, like, they're entitled to the roasted pumpkin seeds that I harvest and then cook. You fucks.
These are
no, I feed them, whatever.
My pumpkin seeds.
Yeah. But this year, I was really proud of Valor because Ember was just like, pumpkin, bleh. And then Valor, on the other hand, got a pumpkin from a friend and brought it home. And so a couple of, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, she wanted to carve this thing. And I was like, oh, no, we cannot do that.
Not that early.
Yeah, exactly. So first I had her just, like, paint it and, like, make it super fun or whatever. And then we left it alone. And then yesterday she was like, oh, Mom, you remember we should carve pumpkins? And I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Here I am.
I should carve pumpkin?
That's exactly what I thought, but I did not say out loud. I was very proud of myself. Thank you so much. And then, even though Valor is the one who cannot handle mysterious or external moisture / goo, if it's not, like, slime that comes from a factory, you know? She cannot handle shit like that.
Man, Valor, you and I are are 2 seeds in a pumpkin.
I know, truly. Like, I honestly am a little worried about when you two meet each other because it might.
We're gonna have a fantastic textural.
That's what I mean. I might never see you again.
Are you ready for the feelings that feel really nice on your body, Valor, and the ones that feel terrible? This is how you get
Come to me, young Padawan.
Let me teach you to deal with external stimuli that you don't want to.
Yeah, but I was so proud of her because first she dealt with the smell, And it was adorable because she was like, oh God. And she was like, gonna go get a mask. And then she was like, you know what? No, Bob, I'm just gonna breathe out of my mouth. I was
My
like,
mouth.
okay.
You are so brave, Valor.
You're such a warrior.
You're living up to your name, child.
She actually said that. She was in there because then she took her spoon and she was like, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. And I was like, oh, I like filmed. I was so excited. I was like, is it happening? Is it going to happen? And so she started scraping this thing. And she was like, Mom, I'm so brave. I was like, you are, baby. You're doing great.
Good for you, Valor. Acknowledge your strength.
She slayed her dragon. Yeah. And then she was like, it's getting a bit too much. She was like, I can handle it for a minute. But then she was like, Bob, I'm going to go get another spoon. And I was like, okay. So then she went and got another spoon and then she tonged it. Like she did the, I'm gonna serve salad for a while, getting the shit out of there.
So she didn't have to touch it.
Yeah. And then finally she was like, Mob, can you finish this and I go watch TV? And I was like, yeah, you can. Yes. Go ahead.
I am so proud of her.
I know.
For slaying her dragon.
I know.
Not completely to death. The pumpkin dragon does still live.
Well, look, and that's fine. You know?
Yeah.
She went right up to the precipice. She confronted it. It was great.
I'm so proud of her.
Yeah.
I always think that carving, like throughout my entire adult life, I always think this too. I'm like, man, I should carve pumpkins this year. I love a pumpkin. And then I buy a pumpkin and immediately I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't actually want to do this.
Meanwhile, I spent so much time in my youth, like butchering animals, literally, that shit like pumpkins, I'm like, oh, this is totally fine, both in smell and texture, you know? And then I get pumpkin seeds out of it. And then afterwards, if they're good enough, I can puree the pumpkin and make my own pumpkin puree. And I'm just into it start to finish.
God, I want to be that person. I want to be that person so desperately. And I'm just...
But I'm also the person who was like, Mom, can I drop this spoon and mix the dough with my hands? You know? Like, I've always been that person that doesn't really mind textures. So, you know, whatevs.
Takes all kinds.
Okay,
So, anyway,
sorry for the tangent. Here we go. I think this started because Alu was holding her nose to clean out the shit bird room. We went
down a bird shit room. But basically, Alu at dinner is like, hey, Jabaki, you're a witchy lady. I think my bird Mech is possessed by an evil spirit.
Yeah.
And Joe's like, I'm sorry, what? And Alu's like, yeah, would you be able to do something
I have no
about
idea what to
that?
do. I feel like the only person who could help me is you.
Uh-huh.
And Joe's like, interesting.
Yeah, I think I could help you. And Alu's like, okay, awesome. We can leave tonight from my house.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, wait, tonight and then we'll stay at your house? And Alu's like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Absolutely. Yeah. Meanwhile, Joe is sitting there going, I mean, I said I could help, but like, I don't actually know that I can help a bird. But she just wants to spend time with Alu, and so, you know, she's gonna try.
Whenever I need to send roses that are guaranteed to make someone's day, the only place I trust is 1-800-Flowers.com. With 1-800-Flowers, my friends and family always receive stunning, high-quality bouquets that they absolutely love. Right now, when you buy a dozen multicolored roses, 1-800-Flowers will double your bouquet to 2 dozen roses. To claim this special double roses offer, go to 1-800-Flowers.com/WWO. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/WWO.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
Here for the Lowe's early Black Friday deals? You're right on time for some of our biggest savings. We're talking up to 50% off select major appliances, plus up to an extra 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. Holiday lights going up soon? Select ladders are up to 50% off right now. Get Black Friday prices without the Black Friday crowds. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 11/19. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Also, very importantly to me, listener, when Jo first hears about Meg, she's like, well, who's Meg? Why?
She's so mad.
Why is Alou? I'm a little jealous, I think.
Who does Alou live with?
Like, who's Meg, though? And then Alou's like, my bird? My bird friend?
Mm-hmm.
And Jo's like, oh.
Oh, phew.
Oh, interesting. That was a pretty severe response that I had. And it turns out to just be a bird. Interesting. Is this jealousy?
Yeah, right? She's like, I'm not usually a jealous person, but I think if I had to pinpoint it, that is what I'm experiencing right now.
Well, there's also a little bit of a conflict for her because the witchies of the peeps, they're celibate. They don't...
They're not celibate. They take pleasure mates, but they can't have mates.
But they don't take mates.
Yeah, they can't date.
Yes.
They can't date to marry, Sabrina, okay?
Well, and as we all know, you should not be having sex before marriage.
Oh, I mean, the Heaving Bosoms podcast, the stance that we take on that is absolutely not.
We very strongly take that
It's a
sex
sin.
before marriage it's a sin.
Yeah, so figure yourselves out there, HBs.
Where did that even start? Oh.
I have no idea.
That was...
I mean, you.
It was... It's not a bit, it's the truth.
No, it's not the bit.
But also the not bit started in that Sword Boys, Paladin Boys series.
Ooh. Which, Sabrina, I don't mean to call you out publicly, but I looked through our Patreon surveys and one of the people said they were there specifically for the rest of the Sword Boys series. So
yeah, I did actually clock that. I think that this is actually, so like listener, this is a little bit of like really quick, not a whole lot of information context. I had a very healing month in a way that I did not realize I needed. And so I feel like I'm slowly coming back to, I don't know, excitement about things that I haven't had the energy to be excited about in a while.
Yeah.
And the fourth book is one of the ones that popped into my head. I was like,
yeah.
It's time for me to pick that up.
And I've had so many people tell me that we should read the other series set in the same world. I think it's like Sword and Scale. Sword Heart, yes.
Sword Heart is one of our 5-star recs.
Oh, good. Good.
That's why
we should do that sooner than later.
That's why we haven't read it yet, is because...
Got it. I knew there was a reason.
Rec. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We should just put that on the list. You know what I mean?
I'm not opposed.
Yeah, let's do it. After the holiday season.
I'll west my arm. Maybe that'll be like our like happy 2026 present to ourselves.
I like that. I like that idea.
So anyway, so Jo's like, all right, yeah, that's fine, sure. And so she's like, how do we get there? And Olivia's like, oh, we'll fly. And Jo's like, what do you mean?
Jo flies in the clutches of Alou's dragon claws, and when they land, Alou looks over and Jo is like quaking with cold. I mean, she's just like shivering down to her bones.
Because Alou didn't even think about it, because Alou is a furnace, because she's a brick shithouse dragon warrior.
Who breathes fire? Like, it comes from inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I loved it, though, because Alou, although she's constantly questioning herself and thinking, like, I'm only, like, for a good time, not a long time kind of a situation, she looks at Jo and she's immediately like, oh, my God, I'm not taking care of her. My responsibility is to take care of her in, like, a very mate way, you know, from the start. And I loved that those seeds were planted in, like, sort of subtle ways for the end, especially because this is only 138 pages. This book gets a lot done. but it accomplishes a lot in those 138 pages.
Yes, but it never feels crazy rushed either,
No.
though.
Mm-mm.
It was just delightfully well done. So she brings it, listener. Alu is not someone who is capable of long-term subterfuge because almost immediately they get there and Joe's like, well, let's check out the bird. And Meg comes into the room and Joe looks and she's like, I'm not really noticing a whole lot.
Well, first, Meg knocks Joe the fuck out. Remember?
Oh, no, I forgot about that.
So while Alu is a brick shithouse, Meg is just a brick. And so he comes flying out of his room and just conks straight into Joe's head. Joe goes ass over tea kettle onto the
Meg
floor.
doesn't like strangers.
Yeah, no, it's intentional. Like he just chucks her right to the ground, you know?
And Alu's
or
like,
trucks her. That's what Valor says. He just trucks her right to the ground.
hey, you know what? That's a fair enough description. Valor.
Yeah, and like, I'm sorry, Alu, but like, as a rearer of children currently, as a breeder or whatever, there were not enough consequences for Meg.
Did you just say as a breeder?
Yeah.
Are you calling yourself a breeder now?
I mean,
self-identified breeder?
Am I not?
I mean,
have
you
bread.
are. That makes me laugh. I only ever really hear that in a derogatory way. You're like, I am embracing the term breeder.
I'm being brave, Sabrina, okay? And I am reclaiming breeder.
That's
what I'm
reclaiming
doing.
breeder in the way I reclaimed queer.
Exactly. Especially
anyway.
since breeder is used almost, it is used exclusively as a pejorative in the queer community. So I'm not only queer, I'm also a breeder, god damn it.
I'm a queer breeder. Fuck with me.
That's right, come at me.
You don't get the power of making me mad with this word because I am one.
That's right. I've done way harder things than messing you up. All right, I pushed 2 different humans out of this body because I'm a breeder.
I thought you were going to talk about how much dirt you can move in like a span of 5 hours.
Also that, but I don't know that those are related things. You know what I mean?
I feel like that would be just as hard as...
Maybe it's just like seeing a hard thing and being like, I can do that. I pushed 2 humans out of my body.
I'm so sorry. My brain is just so broken because you said that and you're like, I see a hard thing and I'm like, I can make a baby with that. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm really embracing this breeder mindset in this moment.
No, but really, Alu, there were not enough consequences for Mech. You needed to snoot boop him a little bit, and he did not get snoot booped.
I don't think Mech is capable of being snoot booped. I think that Mech runs that house, Melody.
Truly.
Mech is house alpha.
Mech is the parent. He's the grown-up in the house.
Oh, yeah. Because frankly, it is truly just... It is sheer dumb luck that Alu is not dead.
Yeah.
Which is why Nero's always really worried about her living off on her own, because he's like, she doesn't give a shit about, like, oh my god, I'm gonna show up.
She's never seen a ledge she doesn't want to throw herself off of.
I'm always half expecting that when I show up to Alu's house, she's just dead.
Yep.
Which, like, fair.
So anyway, Joe wakes up, and Joe is also, like, not super fazed by this. Joe is, like, maybe concussed. Oh, it's a Tuesday. It's fine. And then they sit down on the couch, and she's like, you know what? I actually think I need to, like, go to bed and, like, you know, sleep off the freeze and the head wound. And Alu's like, oh, yeah, I wouldn't expect you to, like, do any medicinal wizardry tonight, of course. And, like, shows her to the room. And if I remember correctly, Joe is kind of like, I wish that, like, it was an only one bed situation. Oh.
Yeah, she was like, I mean,
why do I have a room? Ugh.
I don't need a room. I just need a corner of your bed. I'm tiny.
Ooh, I'm so easy.
I'm so little.
I'm so wee.
just a wee one.
Uh-huh. So then the next morning, I think they're talking about, like, whether or not she'll like it there. And Joe says, like, oh, don't worry about me. There's so much, like, open space here, even though it is jungle times. There's, like, so much space. I can practice my magic in a way that I haven't really been able to practice my magic. There's nobody breathing down my neck. There's nobody here to, like, ask questions.
Kate's pregnant.
Kate is pregnant. I forgot about that. She's a Waddlesaurus Rex right now.
Don't want to fuck all that up.
Yep.
And so now she just has this big open space where she can be one with nature and like do her things and all of that stuff. And it's just so hopeful. We also get a really cute thing, but also really sad thing at one point where, well, this comes after, actually. I'm not going to jump on that. We're going to go in order because then Alu, who has no chill.
Yeah.
Is basically like, okay, so Meg's not actually possessed. I really just brought you here because I'm really into you and like you.
She literally says, "I brought you here with a ruse so I can seduce you." And that was the plan.
Like, listener, Joe's been celibate for 2 centuries.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like her cobwebs have cobwebs.
Joe's a little flustery, you know? Joe's like, what do I do with that?
But I love it because it immediately like kind of showcases their compatibility because Joe is like, okay, actually, this is a really huge benefit. Like Alu's lack of fear, Alu's brashness in general is a huge benefit to a person with anxiety who experiences a lot of fear all the time because I'm never going to wonder what she's thinking. She's just going to say it out loud. And then Joe looks at her and she's like, you didn't think that I would just want to come spend time with you? And Alu's like,
was that an option?
No. Nope. Did not think that at all.
Was that a possibility? Interesting.
And I think this is when Joe starts thinking about the fact that they held hands at that party that one time.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like looking deeply in each other's eyes.
I was nervous that I was seeing into things, but apparently I wasn't. And Alu's just as into me as I am into her. But also, what do we do with this? There's this point, though, where Alu looks at Joe and is reassuring her and says something in Drixilian and is like, yeah, this is what, like, they used to say to the ones who were afraid. And I was never afraid, so they never said it to me, but I'll say it to you. And it translates to, when the shadow of the unknown chills you to the bone, stand strong. The fire in your heart will forever keep you warm.
Oh.
And it's just super cute because she says it in Sephoian.
Yeah.
And Joe's like, oh, I love that. And
That's
Alu
beautiful.
goes, you speak Sephoian? And Joe's like, well, duh.
Of course.
Of course I do. Oh my God.
I mean, and like
boner.
alien cheat code, she's got a translator chip is what that means. Because I was like, oh, wow, look at Joe go. And then later on she was like, my translator chip.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Whatever, dudes.
Uh-huh. They're just cute and like...
Okay. And then now is where I got a little bit confused. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure that Joe is like kind of hesitating and like maybe she's questioning like why Alu would be into her or whatever. And Alu just like closes the distance and kisses her whole face off.
Yeah.
And that is wonderful. I was not confused about that. That was fine. Shockingly. But then after that, they like chat and then it's just like, well, I'm going to go practice spells and meditating and stuff. I got to go. Here I am with my full day of voluntary programming of not boning you right now. I don't know why. What happened? Maybe I'm just, a slut.
Give me.
But I
half
was
second.
shocked.
So, listener, this is very important to me.
Okay,
and so we jumped ahead a little bit because it's not immediate that Alu is honest about, I brought you here to seduce you. Because she gets knocked out by Meg. All of that happens. And then when she wakes up, they have this whole whatever explaining Meg. And Joe's like, I'm kind of tired. Are you okay if we do the thing tomorrow? And Alu's like, yeah, let's do that. Like, we'll totally do it tomorrow instead. Because in her head, she's like, thank God I'll keep my ruse up for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And she'll stay here just that much more longer.
More time to do a big seduce.
On their way back, Alu is like, and here's your room. And then Alu, importantly, makes a joke and is like, wouldn't want to, like, you have your own room because it'd be weird for me to bring you here and make you share my room. And then it's just like this charged, loaded silence between them. And Joe's like, would it be? Yeah, I guess it would.
No, you're totally right. It would be weird.
Thank you for my room. And then it opens up the next morning. And Joe is like, where's Alou? And guess what? Alou is having a splish-splashy good time and just
I forgot about this.
Gets out in her birthday suit in front of Joe, and Joe is just dumbstruck by this fucking hot, ripped, Drexilio blue, wet, sexy motherfucker. Naked.
Because here's the thing. So the cabin is like overlooking a cliff into a pool with a waterfall. It's very scenic and beautiful.
Alou's favorite thing to do is to launch herself. By the way, I need you to understand, and Melody, I don't even know if you understand this. All of the Drexilios have a chip implanted in their arm where it removes their clothing when they shift. And that is the explanation for how they can shift in and out and still be clothed. No, Alou's favorite thing is to get buck-ass naked, launch herself off of this cliff into the water in like Drexilio delightfulness and like transform midair and then like get in the water and then flat back up. And it's like, do you have to take your clothes off for that? Would they get wet?
No, this was completely relatable to me. She lives alone.
Fair.
Why?
I like it. It's a good that literally anybody who comes and stays at my house, I'm used to living alone. I warn them. If it's not somebody that I am planning on imminent sexy times or like whatever, I'm like, hey, just a heads up, I will probably be half naked half the time that you're here if it's warm weather, because like I literally do not have warm weather clothes to hang out at home that aren't boxers and a sports bra.
Sure. Yeah.
That's it.
There are just so many windows and my neighbors are so close. So, meh. So anyway, so she's like down there as humanoid Alou, swimming around, doing a great time. And then she launches herself up while transforming into Drexilio, flies all the way up, and then lands in her humanoid naked glory, dripping wet, rivulets running down her abs and tits in front of Joe. And Joe is just like, really doesn't know how to handle it and can't stop staring at her boobs. Understandable, you know?
Hey.
Yeah. That's where we're going to stop for today. Tomorrow, we'll be back for the second half of this sapphic good time, complete with more of Mech's domestic terrorism. Heaving Bosoms is produced by us, Melody Carlisle and Sabrina Bradley. Editing is done by me, Melody Carlisle. Our theme music is by the incredible singer-songwriter Brittany Fonts, and our art is by the ultra-talented author Kate Pryor. If you like our show, remember to follow us on your favorite podcast app, rate us 5 stars, and leave a review. That one small action is a huge way to help the show. If you want to get in touch with us for advertising inquiries or anything else, you can email us at heavingbosomspodcast@gmail.com. If you want more of us, visit patreon.com/heavingbosomspodcast. You can also find us on Instagram at Heaving Bosoms, on TikTok at Heaving_Bosoms, and in our Facebook group, the Heaving Bosoms Geriatric Friendship Cult. See you tomorrow.
Whenever I need to send roses that are guaranteed to make someone's day, the only place I trust is 1-800-Flowers.com. With 1-800-Flowers, my friends and family always receive stunning, high-quality bouquets that they absolutely love.
Right now, when you buy a dozen multicolored roses, 1-800-Flowers will double your bouquet to 2 dozen roses. To claim this special double roses offer, go to 1-800-Flowers.com/WWO. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/WWO.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
Lowe's knows that saving is always top of mind, especially this season. That's why we've picked some great deals for early Black Friday. Get free select DeWalt, Cobalt, or Craftsman tools when you buy a select battery or combo kit. More tools? Why not? Plus, we've got select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at $59.98 because it's never too early to think Christmas. Get Black Friday prices without the crowds. Lowe's, we help, you save. While supplies last, selection varies by location.